name is Antwan. Last name Castoe. Now that we've begun, welcome to the show. Come listen to us, topics we discuss. We think we are smart, but we couldn't prove it. And we bullshit too, and then when we're through, we all act like maybe we were funny. His name is Antwan. Castoe.
Well, you know, Antwan, it is 2 o'clock. It is now 2:01, and so now he is officially late.
Yeah, he's officially late.
He's officially not here.
Can't wait for him to show
up. What do you think he's gonna do? What do you think he's gonna do when he?
What do we think his excuse is gonna be?
Yeah, well, I know he told me he was at the local Castoe to shop for goodies and treats and.
He's gonna be like, I was at the local Castoe.
Luis, I don't like Costco that much.
I had my flask that tasted like beer when I drink in there.
Oh, does he have that? Does he have one of those?
Yeah, that's what he said. See, Mac, I have to listen to the podcast over 3 times every week. So.
I only have to speak it once. I don't even speak it once. I speak like a third, and then I'm done with it. I wipe my hands, and then I go do something else. I go talk to women, Antwan. I go talk to men. I speak amongst the people. Well, since Nick's not here, I guess we could pull up some local news that's happening. Let's see. What's happening in the world today? Well, we can talk about it. We can talk about it since Nick's not here, and Nick can't just yap along the conversation. We skipped a week, folks. We skipped a week of the Castoe show. So unfortunate. So bad. But hey, in that time, Dodgers won.
Let's go. Dodgers won.
That's Dodgers won. That's all I have to say.
Even though I'm an Angels fan, I gotta say.
Hey, listen, that's fine.
LA.
Listen,
support
that's
LA.
Fine. We love the Dodgers. And listen. The last game, little sloppy Yankees. 5 errors in an inning, I believe it was. Something ridiculous and stupid, but hey, listen, we take those, and that's all we need. That's all we need to do is take those. And now Kike Hernandez is a free agent. A couple other people are retiring, but hey, that's fine. Go Dodgers. World Series champions. And now when Nick comes in, he has no excuse. We can say we've talked about the Dodgers, and we've moved on. We said no more.
So,
yeah.
Now we got for him. Let me just put this
right over his face. That's good.
Yeah, right there.
That's good. So now I get to pull up actual news of what's happening in the world today. News today. I guess also we could talk about the other big piece of news that Nick's not here.
What is the news, Mac? What's the news?
Well, Grover Cleveland, you ain't alone anymore, bud. Donald Trump won the presidency.
Did you know that Grover Cleveland's my favorite president?
Really? Is it because the Baby Ruth thing, or why is he your favorite president?
No, he's my favorite president because of the Navy. He was the one that brought up all the Navy, and for the first time, that made it all strong and independent.
Wow.
The U.S. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that, Antwan. That's a cool piece of news. I know the one Grover Cleveland story that's interesting to me is he found out that he had cancer in his jaw at one point in time.
That's right.
And to keep it a secret, he had a secret boat surgery where he went out on a boat with a bunch of doctors.
See how it's all tying together? I talk about the Navy. Everything about him that I'm talking about is he builds up the Navy, has boat surgery.
Wow, it all comes together like the finest 1,000-piece puzzle. And you look at that and you go, "That's the Arc de Triomphe 1,000-piece puzzle," by Ravensburger.
You know what's also interesting? He married the age.
Didn't he marry his mistress?
I don't remember if it's a mistress, but I know that the year gap was that he was 50 years old and she was 20, and it was the youngest president to marry in the White House. In terms of the bride, but
yeah, I thought it was that. I thought that he it was found out that he was
Yeah, so it's like 49 years old, and he married Frances Folsom, who was 21 years old. That took place on June 2nd, 1886, in the Blue Room of the White House. Yeah, so it was like a 50 years to 20-year gap, pretty much. So it's like a 30-year gap.
This just looking up Frances Folsom's Wikipedia page. Frances Clara Cleveland Preston Nee Folsom. It's complicated. Don't worry about it. This is how the second paragraph starts. Frances Folsom first met Grover Cleveland while she was an infant, as her father, Oscar Folsom, was a close friend of Cleveland. That's a bad sentence. That's a bad sentence to have. Not a fan of that.
Like, back in the times and stuff, I mean, 1886, right, is when they got married, so...
Sure. Antwan, I want to imagine one of your friends getting married. Getting married and having a child at your age, where you are at right now, and then you looking at that infant and being like, "I'm going to marry that girl in about 20 years."
Well, this is we also have to take into consideration they only lived to like 30, 50 back in the day.
Well, life expectancy doesn't mean what you think it means. It means that a lot of them died young, but then if they lived past a certain age, they kept on living. That's what that means.
He was the president. He got special aid probably.
How long did Grover Cleveland live? He was a big man, so probably 50-something? Probably 50-something years old when he died?
He died at 71. He lived a very long time. A very long time.
His last words were, "I've tried so hard to do it right." Preach, brother. Preach, Grover. We fucking love to hear that, brother.
His wife died at the age of 83, Mac.
What a good lady. What a good lady this Frances Folsom was. That's where we get the term baby.
She also has the title of the youngest wife of the president. So, just flat period in the U.S. So she was the youngest. She was the youngest.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so for their first child they had was a daughter named Ruth, and that's where we get Baby Ruth from, like the candy bar.
Ruth Cleveland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, her. Oh,
her.
Let me pull her up. No, I say this in good faith.
I believe you, but come on. Who listens to that Baby Ruth guy? Babe Ruth? You know The Sandlot, Antwan? You know that joke from The Sandlot?
Yeah, I do.
The Baby Ruth? Yeah. Man.
I miss The Sandlot. Why can't we get another Sandlot?
I mean, they gave us The Sandlot too, and that was... You know what... It would just be worse, you know? You enjoy what exists because it is.
You know what? You're right, Mac. You're right. I'll just go ahead, remaster it, or just try to make it new, just like all those Halloween movies.
Oh, brother. We can talk about... You know how many Halloween movies there are? That's actually... I think we've talked about this.
I actually don't know how many Halloween movies there are.
This might have been in one of our corrupted episodes where we talked about horror sequels and whatnot.
Let's talk about it anyways.
Yeah, well, no, what I'm just saying, like... Halloween, the original Halloween is like a prestige movie. Like, without the original Halloween, we would not have like the horror genre as we know it today. And it's like genuinely like a well-regarded movie by all involved. And it had just like a bevy of stupid sequels to it. And there's enough that there's multiple Halloween timelines, depending on what like order you watch the movies in, of like it. So you start at the original. Like if you, I'm about to send you a picture, Antwan, of like the Halloween timeline. Depending on
there's 14 movies. Oh,
there's 14 movies. It's there you go, buddy. That doesn't show up good on the Discord page on the PNG, but there's like 3 separate main timelines depending on the movies you watch. It's ridiculous. John Carpenter would never. He only did like 1 of them. Maybe 2.
Oh, this is not gonna work. You know what? It'll work.
Oh, brother.
We'll make it work.
Oh, brother. Red on red. Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Well.
Hello.
Well.
Oh, look who decided to show up finally.
Look who decided to dane us with his presence. 10 minutes into the podcast. We've already talked about all the issues on the docket. This is how efficient. This is how efficient we are when you're not here.
Oh well, I'll just excuse me.
There he goes. That's it. We're done today.
Just kidding, I'm back.
Yeah, he's back, baby.
I'm glad you were able to make it.
Oh, okay, yeah. There's already a. Oh Jesus Christ! What's been happening? What is that?
What do you mean? What is that?
Don't be late.
No. Okay, I get the haha. I'm 10 minutes late.
Yeah,
Precisely started. Okay, but what's up with the little girl?
Ruth Cleveland?
We're talking about Grover Cleveland.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Oh, non-consecutive presidential elections? Yeah,
That's because we talked about the Dodgers, we talked about Donald Trump. We talked about all the things we missed while we were away.
Christ. And you mean to tell me you've condensed an hour's worth of yapping into 10 minutes?
Well, what I'm saying is that the yapping's the good term there. Yapping, a lot happens that doesn't need to happen. That's why it's called yapping. We could just say
look,
these things
if people want to be informed about something, they'll turn on fucking KCal 9. They don't need us.
Listen, we can put in a small selection of jokes with our yapping as we tell the world news. We don't have to spend an hour talking about Kike Hernandez dick bumping that one guy. We don't have to.
Gavin Lux. He has a name.
That's all fat. It's all flavored.
Say his name.
Gavin Lux. Robert Paulson. What? His name's Robert Paulson.
His name is Robert Paulson. His name is Robert Paulson.
His name is Robert Paulson. We can talk about Fight Club for an hour. I can do that if you want. That's yapping. That's yapping, though. That's yapping.
That's a movie I don't think I can yap about. I'm just like, okay, cool. It's the message is very easy to get a hold of, and if you can't do that, you're a moron.
There's a lot of people who don't get the message of that movie, and they're like, "Man, Tyler Durden, I want to be just like him." Or the other part of that, which is this is just a bunch of guys kicking the shit out of each other. What's to get out of this movie? So I wouldn't say the message is super easy to get out of it. If 60% of the world goes, "Hey, wait a minute, this movie's dumb. I hate it because of these reasons," then you go, "Well, did you? I read the movie differently than you do, I guess."
Perhaps, but I feel like most human beings who watch movies just can't hang.
Yeah,
like I know people in this year that we live in who still don't understand Inception.
And it's real. That's the meme, right? Is that like Christopher Nolan movies are so hard to understand. The Prestige is so hard to understand as a movie. It's really not.
No,
like,
clones.
Clones and brothers. They tell you what that movie's about within like the first 5 minutes, and then all you have to do is just pay attention to the movie. Like
people don't. People can't.
They can't.
You ever watch a movie with somebody and they're constantly asking questions the entire time?
Most broads I know. And it's unfortunate.
Oh, there we go. We're dipping a toe right back into
listen,
that.
Listen. You know me, McKellen Souls, international women enjoyer. I love the ladies. All right, I love all sorts of women. But ladies, if I'm
a domestic woman enjoyer,
if I'm watching a movie with you, and if there's like a break in the conversation where you ask a question that is being answered by what is being presented to you, I have no sympathy. The movie is presenting to you what is happening. Not all movies are complex.
Harlot, the film will explain this better than I can.
No, wait. How is Indiana Jones going to get that statue off the thing? Shut up and watch. Like
literal action sequence.
Literally the movie's going to show you how he's going to do it, and then the movie's going to continue. So wait a minute. The Ark of the Covenant where
something just happened, and then they ask a question? Oh my God, did that just happen? And it's like, did your eyes cheat you? Those few seconds you were staring at the screen? So
wait a minute. So are you saying that he's like went back in time? Is he in the 50s right now? Yes.
Yes, that's what. It's just a skip to the left or something.
A jump to the left, and then you step to the right. That's all it is.
Step to the right. Yeah. That they sing a song. It's called the Time Warp. Dumbass.
So it's so easy. It's and. Yeah. So when we say
honestly, you could play the dude who, like, they do those little cutaways where it's like that British guy explaining on like a chalkboard.
Oh, I could definitely play Charles Gray in that movie.
You're that guy. You know his name.
My ideal character would be Eddie, played by Meatloaf, I don't know if I could in my
You're
current
total meatloaf.
in my throat condition. I don't know if I can hit those notes, but when I'm healthy, I know I can.
Pause.
But
Pause.
yeah, pause. Resume. We have a podcast now.
Yes. Yeah.
A podcast.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Well, rest in peace, Meatloaf, dude.
Rest in peace to a real one.
Yeah, I bet you know Meatloaf's real name.
Oh no, I don't. It's Gary something maybe.
Gary.
Gary. Andy. Oi, mate.
Meatloaf name.
I actually
Marvin Lee a day.
pulled up meatloaf recipes. I was just like meatloaf enter. That'll get me what I want. Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Hey, look. Antwan pulled up Meatloaf.
There he is.
Yeah, I did.
Opportunity, bless his soul, man. And
Yeah, I always
to loop it back around. To loop it back around to the conversation we were just having, that's the guy that plays Robert Paulson in Fight Club.
Yep.
Fucking
No,
boom,
Meatloaf?
gotcha.
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
No.
You dare doubt me on this one?
I don't. I'm just
Meatloaf filmography.
wow. Meatloaf filmography it is, yeah.
He plays
Yeah,
Robert
look
Paulson.
at-
He's got man tits.
I didn't know he was a fucking actor aside from that one time.
He
Yeah, Robert Paulson in Fight Club.
God,
Hey,
it feels
that's,
good. It feels good to be on it today. It feels good. This is what I
I
get for
learn
showing
something every day, and I always learn from Mac. Is the knowledge necessarily useful?
No, never.
But it's fun.
But
Yeah,
you know,
like you knew the British guy from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Charles Gray. He played Blofeld in one of James Bond movies.
Oh, wow!
When like a movie previously, he played a good guy who worked with MI6. It's kind of weird if you watch those movies.
Don't you love when they do that?
Yeah, I do. But like, it's
Reuse actors.
There's people who really care about the James Bond timeline who want to make it like one big timeline. And it's like fucking stop. Enjoy the movie. Like,
Oh, you mean what they were doing with the new ones?
yeah, there's people who are like, well, does Daniel Craig live in a universe where there's like multiple James Bonds, and there's like all these other James Bonds we have to keep track of? What's the timeline of the James Bond movies? And it's like, it's
Sit
not
back
important.
and watch him bang that foreign chick. All right.
Yeah,
all you need to do.
Was Tracy Bond real? Who gives a shit? She was real for a movie. Can we move on?
You said Tracy Bond. My mind went to Tracy Morgan.
Yeah, is Tracy Morgan hosting the new
Tracy
Scare
Morgan.
Tracy Morgan's
International
not
Man
usually-
of Mystery. Yeah.
Tracy Morgan's not hosting the new Scare Tactics. Unfortunately, that is Jordan Peele. And we carry
I
on.
like psychology.
Yeah, ha ha ha.
I like 30 Rock. 30 Rock is great.
I don't think I've ever seen an episode of 30 Rock. I think my brother liked 30 Rock. Yeah, but I don't think I've ever seen an episode.
Oh, it's fantastic. What's his name? The dude who shot that one cinematographer?
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah. Oh, he plays such a smooth Republican. It's nuts.
And a silky smooth Republican, lotioned up and shaved. Wax,
Yeah.
maybe.
It's like, what are you doing? It's like, Liz Lemon, I'm not poor. And then he just looks at the camera and it's beautiful.
You don't understand, Liz. I'm very important rich actor, Alec Baldwin.
Liz, I don't have time for minorities today. And then he just spits on people, walks away.
Hatua, he says.
Oh, I'm late for my fracking convention.
They have those? They have fracking conventions?
You never been?
I've never been. I'm not a oily rich Republican, I guess.
I don't own a 10-gallon hat.
Oh man, I should though. You've put that idea
I
in my
think
head.
you would rock.
In about 3 months, I'm gonna buy a 10-gallon hat and be like, "Yeah, I always knew I wanted a 10-gallon."
Dude,
I'm gonna-
you with that hat, a bolo tie, an all white like seersucker suit, you know?
You're trying to make me to be JR from Dallas, or just like a Texas oil man?
Oh no! I see something a beautiful opportunity actually. You've seen the Burt Reynolds classic Smokey and the Bandit.
I have not seen Smokey and the Bandit. What's Smokey and the Bandit about, actually?
You haven't? It's
haven't
okay.
seen
It's
Smokey
Burt
and the
Reynolds, is
Bandit?
the guy who. Yeah, even Antwan's seen that shit.
Oh my god, I'm alone on this one. I'm so sorry. What is
Okay, so basically it's Burt Reynolds just being himself, a badass, and he drives a car really fast to pretty much draw attention from stupid Southern cops, while his friend who plays the coach and the water boy
Okay.
transports booze across state lines, which is somehow illegal.
I mean, you know, let's not get into the logistics and laws of
The legalities of 70s boozing. Yeah.
the
No,
legalities of moonshine and whatnot and so forth.
yeah, the guys who pay them to move the booze. Antwan, can we look up? They're like brothers. There's like, or no, no, it's a father and son. And the father's like this big fat, Southern
Alright,
oil man,
I'm doing
and
like
the son
three
is the
things
midget.
at once. We're talking about the father from Smoking the Bandit, or
Yeah, no, like the
Gotcha.
now Antwan boy, hear me good.
Now,
I
who's
want you to pull up
Smokey and
the
who's the
pictures
bandit?
now. Huh?
Who's Smokey and who's the bandit?
Smokey is the cops.
Okay, and
That's
Burt
what they
Reynolds is
call
the
cops.
bandit.
I have the
And he's the
perfect
bandit.
image for you.
Rock on. I'm
Hot.
ready. Put it on screen.
Yeah. And oh yeah, Burt Reynolds also picks up a runaway bride played by the Flying Nun.
Sally Field.
Yeah, and they
Why-
fall in
why
love. It's
not-
a great story.
Why not Forrest Gump's mom? Why is the Flying Nun the
It's
first thing you
always
go
the
for?
Flying Nun.
Why not even Aunt May in the Amazing Spider-Man movies? Why the Flying?
Oh, piss off! It's the Flying Nun.
off.
That's us. Yay! There we go.
Oh, that's gonna be the thumbnail. That's gonna be a thumbnail for when this video comes out.
Oh yeah. I think we have a few movie posters with
Uh-huh.
our faces photoshopped on them. That has to be one.
Yeah, that's just gonna be. I like that.
Yeah, the little guy, his son, is so mean. He's like, "My daddy will spit on your grave." Hakutua.
And spit on that thing. He says.
Yeah, it's
And
like, that's my
everyone
boy.
claps
I
and
love
laughs.
him so.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah,
When did
great
Smoking
film.
the
Give it a
Bandit come
watch.
out? What is because
I'm willing to say 78 or 77.
holy shit, 77. You nailed it. You got
Got him. Ah,
You
I can.
got it.
It's such a period piece. It really is.
Yeah. Again, I'm so surprised I've never because I've always heard about Smokey and the Bandit. I don't know anything about it. I should watch this movie.
It's one of the greatest white films of all time.
One of them real good classic Southern white boy movies, and we love
Really, it is.
We love to see them.
Yeah, go give it a peep. And
It was
if you, the listener, haven't seen it, go watch it. Come
It
on.
was the second highest grossing film in 1977, followed
Helps
by
the economy.
Hurts
Star Wars?
Nobody. Yeah, Star Wars was on top.
Fucking,
help it.
oh,
Can't
wow.
help it.
Oh, am I on it?
And the movie
I
Oh
feel
God coming in at number 9, which is a film I reference
Hey!
frequently on this channel.
Humana. Hey.
hey. Rest in peace, Terry Garr. That also happened in the weeks that we were gone. Terry Garr, star of such films as Close Encounters of a Third Kind, Oh God, and Young Frankenstein. Most importantly, probably to my heart.
Is he related to the famous alligator
She-
gar?
She was played what's her fucking name in Young Frankenstein? The smoke show assistant who's introduced in the hay breast first in Young Frankenstein.
Oh, she's the boobs.
Yeah, she's the guy who Gene Wilder's picking her out of the cart, and Igor knocks on the door, and he goes, "What knockers?" And she goes, "Oh, thank you, doctor."
Thank you, head doctor.
Thank you, head doctor. Very good joke.
Great tits. Can you knock the door now?
Beautiful tits, honey. Beautiful.
I feel that those words coming out of your mouth, it's special, you know?
Yeah,
Like all you need to do is just be like having some chewing tobacco.
I was
Unglass.
imagining me chewing something. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, dude, you would just be what's his name? Andy Kaufman's character?
Oh, on what, Taxi?
No,
Or just like the Foreign Man guy that he did?
Like Man in the Moon. You know, he has that
Yeah.
dude who's
That's,
like,
yeah,
you know,
just that-
just
hang on. Beautiful tits,
Right.
honey. One of it.
right. Yeah, wonderful. Yeah.
Oh yeah, where he's the Asian guy, or like the lounge singer guy. Yeah. I know what
Exactly.
you're talking
At first I was afraid, I was petrified. You know?
We're running the gambit right now. See, this is the classic yapping you've come to know and love.
Baby, this is why you come. This is why you love us.
So we could talk about the hit Jim Carrey movie Man on the Moon.
You joke about it. It was a hit.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't. What I'm saying is, again, we're talking about the movie Man on the Moon. Who
I love
does
that movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I was so confused because I watched that movie for the first time as a child, right? And it's like, okay, he has cancer. He's going to get like treatment or whatever. And then he starts going into like some weird, voodoo shit. And I just remember a very bald, pale, skinny Jim Carrey on like some kind of like weird medical bed.
Yes.
And a voodoo doctor comes up with his like red ass hands and just sticks them in Jim Carrey, and then he's dead. I'm like, oh,
He does psychic surgery, which is the biggest bullshit on the planet, but we love it.
I was like, did he just put his fucking hand in his belly button?
Uh-huh.
Like it just punched right through? Because all you see is just Jim Carrey's face go, oh, and then he's dead. And it cuts right to his fucking funeral where he hands out milk and cookies. And I'm like, oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a moment of silence for Andy Kaufman.
We will. Moment of silence?
Moment over.
Okay.
Yep.
Now we can talk about how he had that feud with Jerry Lawler. For
Andy Kaufman. Oh, he was in the fucking movie. You're right.
Yeah, that was a real life thing when kayfabe was alive and well, where Jerry Lawler would just beat the crap out of Andy Kaufman, and he was a good heel.
Those were the days
Yeah.
when kayfabe was alive and well.
Oh man,
I miss kayfabe. I think the only guy who even participates in kayfabe anymore is just Dominic, and he's bad at it.
I'm not going to jail. That one interview.
You're not going to be away again.
That one interview that he did with Chris Van Vliet, where it took him a little bit to start calling him Van Vliet. You're right. I'm sorry.
Yes, Chris Fish Fillet, my favorite guy.
Chris Filet-O-Fish. Filet-O-Krish. That's what it should be.
Filet-O-Chris.
Filet-O-Chris.
Uh-huh. Yeah, but the whole time he was like, yeah, oh, my dad, I mean that deadbeat.
Yeah, that deadbeat.
Love me.
No one should like Dominic at all times. If he's playing this character, no one should like him.
I like him. I think he's funny.
I like him very much so.
God, okay, do we even have topics for this week?
We wrote down some topics, but I also thought we covered the topics that we wrote down.
We talked about the Hasidim in Sopranos?
No, we didn't. We didn't do that. But again, we talked about
reading it. We have a list, Mac.
What I'm saying is we talked about the topics of the Dodgers winning, and I want to cover them before you got here.
Oh, tight. Okay, what about Bagger Vance being an Indian movie?
Oh yeah, we haven't talked. Let's talk about Bagger Vance being an Indian movie. Apparently. All right,
Antwan, you're gonna be our normal man's stand-in right now. Have you ever heard of a movie called The Legend of Bagger Vance?
No.
I don't blame you.
Most people haven't.
It's a Will Smith, Matt Damon golf movie set in I think right before the Depression, like that kind of weird part in the 1920s, and it's somehow related to what's that?
Now that I'm looking at it, I have seen this movie.
Holy shit!
Okay, well this whole bit's falling apart.
Never mind. All right,
you picked the wrong guy for this one, Nick.
You know the Bhagavad Gita, Antwan?
No, I don't know that one.
He doesn't know the Bhagavad Gita. Get him.
Yeah, so it's an Indian sex book that
it's
also has.
True. That's not what the Bhagavad Gita is. It's a war.
All right,
go for it. This whole thing's falling apart.
The Bhagavad Gita is just a bunch of Indian poems that don't make any sense. And it's somehow the inspiration for that movie, if you'd believe.
It's all about certain men have certain natures that they must abide by, which is a very Indian concept. It's very much.
I have a very horny nature, and I will abide by it. Yes,
all I'm saying is that at some point in the book, they're like, there are certain men who are better than other men, and even if you're a lesser man, you must abide by your nature as a lesser man. And I'm like,
these people were opposed to the caste system.
No, they loved it for a very long time.
I actually quite enjoyed the caste system.
Because you see, you weren't an untouchable, so that's why you liked it. Are you telling me the Brahmins love the caste system? That's crazy. Who could have foreseen that coming? I actually have one. Everyone.
Every Indian. Why? Is that Mahatma guy ruined a good thing? Oh, there he is. Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird movie, man. Because at the end, Will Smith just is like, I did my job here. And then he walks into the forest and fucking disappears.
I have to go now. The forest needs me. And then he walks away.
What the hell was that?
Well, it's supposed to portray that he's like a spirit.
Yes, they caught flack for that movie because they abused an age-old trope known as the mystical.
Now, careful, Nick.
It's an academic term.
There are 2/3 of this podcast who don't have the melanin enough to say the term that you just said. I'm letting you know.
You guys can say it. It's a film trope. It's not like a slur.
I can technically say anything, Nicholas. It doesn't mean that socially I can. Technically, I can say a lot of words.
Ugh. I hate this modern society.
Where I'm not allowed to say racial slurs without
it's not a racial slur. It's
a sad consequence.
Like I think he's out of his game. I mean, 10 minutes late.
Saying slurs.
It's not a slur. How is it a slur? I'll give you slurs.
If you want, I can unleash my full power.
Yeah, this is but a fraction of my strength.
You Rameshi, you've been fighting me at 15% power.
It's the fucking like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo meme where he's fighting UI Goku.
I was imagining, what's his name from Yu Yu Hakusho? Younger Tagashi. But that's because I'm me.
What are you saying?
Exactly. You keep saying these dumb words. I don't know what they mean.
Yukahashi?
Yo, what?
God bless you.
Kuwabara, you gotta know that in the Dark Tournament, I'm going up against the Younger Tagashi. Spirit Gun.
Gesundheit.
Thank you, Hank Hill.
What does that translate to? It's German for bless you, but it's like a weird kind of
God of
like, you're a real prick if you say Gesundheit, like that type of
Gesundheit.
Yeah, fuck you too, huh?
Why don't you blow me, Captain? That's
exactly. Haktua. Oh, Gesundheit. Man, suck me off.
What does it mean?
Gesundheit. Used to wish good health to a person who is. Yeah, fuck. I literally mean. What is it? It means.
Isn't that what? Maybe that's what that means.
It literally means health.
That's what that means.
Okay, health.
Like bless you just literally means bless you.
Well, no, you're invoking the power of God.
That's what I'm saying. Bless you.
That's what I'm saying. Versus a German guy just like, oh, would you have sneezed? Health be upon you.
Health, you must have some health be upon you. I actually have a bit for the podcast that I forgot last time we recorded the podcast.
Oh, all right.
I want to talk to you guys about, have you ever been on TV?
Oh, you're right. That is a bit that we forgot. I think we might have even brought it up and then it went nowhere because we're, all riddled with ADHD.
It's quite possible.
Yeah.
And Antwan, you ever been on TV?
I've been on television.
Nick's been on television.
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of.
Antwan's never been on.
Could have been on the evening news.
If I put on the America's Most Wanted, there might have been something about me, but
you might have seen me on the back of many a milk carton.
Her name was Bambi. All right.
Well, it's just you and I, the unfortunate faces of the channel.
Because me and Nick have been on television at different times in different locations.
Prime time.
I
was in Burbank, California when I made my television debut. And Jesus,
I imagine just like the noir piano starting in as soon as you said that. I was in Burbank, California.
It was a hazy Tuesday. But I was on a taping of Conan.
The Barbarian?
No, the Irishman.
Got it. Okay. The Barbarian, yeah. I said?
I saw him lick his nipples and do that little dance, where he jiggles his hips. Yeah, it also peeled back the cap of late night television for me, where it's like, oh, this is fuck. There are literally like dudes with signs like staring at us, pretty much saying, "You have to laugh and clap now.
Laugh, please."
And if you laugh and clap the best, you will get something. And I'm like, oh yeah. So there was an interview where it was the guy who played Dick Pepperfield from Semi Pro.
Okay.
He went throughout the audience, and I was like right next to the dude he was interviewing, and I was like staring at the camera the whole time. I was like, "Hey, Mom, it's me. I'm on TV," and it actually popped up. And if I still had that cable box from 2015, I would have that recording, but I don't. So
awesome.
That's my television exposure.
My television exposure is a bit interesting because I literally can't find any proof of it anywhere, but I know it happened. So. The
gaslighting.
Yeah, well, here's the thing: is I feel gaslit personally. You know the show Last Call with Carson Daly? You familiar with that? It's another it's another talk show thing. Is the thing.
Yeah, that was something you explained to me as a form of media that has been erased viciously off the face of the earth.
So what happened, and this is, I guess the story is for you, Antwan. What happened was Carson Daly had a show called Last Call with Carson Daly, where it was a pre-recorded talk show where he would interview celebrities in a bar and would cut to like concert footage, and that was like interview music part of it. So it was the year 2018. It was early in 2018, and I was going with friends to see a band called the Oh Hellos. The Oh Hellos are my favorite band of. Hello. They're like a folk rock band out of Texas. I love them a lot. They were playing at they were playing at the El Rey Theater in LA. And I was walking into the El Rey Theater, and there was a sign that says, like, notice, like, walking past this point, you agree to be on, to be recorded for footage of the Last Call with Carson Daly. You whatever it says where it's like, you are okay with your image being used and whatnot. And I saw that in my mind. I knew nothing about Last Call with Carson Daly, so I was like, okay, they left that sign up for whenever they recorded Last Call with Carson Daly. Good thing that this is like a concert that I'm going to. And I forgot about it. Brushed it off my mind. Months later, or like however long ago later, they aired that footage. And for 2 of the songs that they aired, it cut to me in the audience smiling like an idiot. So like I'm there just enjoying the concert, having a good time. For like an instrumental bit when they're not showing the singers and band on stage, it cut to me in the audience just smiling like a dumbass in like a Star Wars shirt. And it's where it said like Star Wars in black and white and shit. And
2018 Mac too. That's a good year.
It was a good year for me.
So what? I want to find this. I want to personally go out of my way to try and find.
So here's the thing, Antwan, and this is for our loyal viewers. If you've made it this far into the podcast, if you can, because that footage used to be on YouTube, where if you looked up Oh Hello's Last Call with Carson Daly, like whatever, live at the El Rey Theater, Oh Hello's, whatever it was. Combination of words. You could find this footage once upon a time. It has been scrubbed from YouTube, where it got privated or like whatever, so that I can't watch it. If you try to go on the internet and look up Last Call with Carson Daly episodes, it's like on Peacock, but you can't watch it. Like it's shown on Peacock, but you cannot watch those episodes. I know because I've tried to find this footage after it got deleted, because I want to show people like, oh yeah, I've been on whatever. And here's me grinning like a jackass while listening to music.
I can imagine that vividly. It's just you in the fucking zone, like
because how I watch
you're on drugs or something.
Yeah, because how I watch concerts is like I'm not like I don't get in pits and I don't like whatever. I watch the music and then if I want to sing along, I sing along very loud. And that is how I enjoy concerts.
Actually, Mac doesn't blink when he goes to a concert, if you'd believe it.
I try not to, because I want to take it in all at once.
His eyes are jumping out of his skull like Marty Feldman. Antwan, please pull up a picture of Marty Feldman.
Please pull up a picture of Rodney Dangerfield's eyes. It's the same eyes as Marty Feldman.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, we're making Antwan work today. He's going to earn his paycheck.
I'm going to say no.
So, all right. So, if you can find this footage, anyone out there, if you can find this footage,
I'm more interested and invested in finding the Mac image at the current moment.
You can't.
I'm saying it's very hard at this point in time, Antwan.
Maybe it's on like some third world server. But
I tried to look on like Daily Motion Video. I went deep the last time I tried looking for it. I waded through.
It's time to dip our toe into torrent. If we want to find this. Listen, it can't be done, Antwan.
I'm saying we must allocate our resources right now at this time.
Okay, I'll okay, what do you want me to find?
Marty Feldman picture, please.
Well, yeah. The bit's gone. The bit's passed.
It's gone. I don't know. We could do a callback.
It's a callback.
Yeah, but God. The Oh Hellos, did they know that they would become a hit Broadway show?
They did not know that their name was also, or at the time, being used for the Nick Kroll classical bit Oh Hello.
Being completely eclipsed by Nick Kroll.
It's actually very, very sad.
Quite. Should have chose a better name, jackass.
They named it after the. So there's a story about if I may be nerdy again for another second.
Oh,
If I
the floor is yours.
If I may be allowed, speak plain, child.
Speak plain.
It's apparently named after they were on a family vacation because the main two in the band are a brother and sister. They were in Ireland for a family trip, and they were walking the streets late one night, and a guy like came stumbling out of a bar, saw their mom, and was like, "Oh, hello, would you like to go have a drink with me?" and their mom was like, "I'm here with my family." I'm like, but so no, thank you. But yeah. So it is a very much an hello
and
experience.
A star was born. There you go.
Star is born, coming on the mountain top.
A star is born.
Yeah.
Wow. Reference to the hit animated film Hercules.
Hercules.
Honey, I think you mean Heracles.
Honey, I think you mean what was his name before they renamed him Heracles? That's deep knowledge.
Heracles is his Greek name. Then he went to Hercules in Rome.
No, what I'm saying is I thought they named him that after they knew Hera was displeased with him. Like his name was originally something, and then they're like, "Oh, Hera's pissed at this kid. Let's name him Heracles."
It's one of your husband's bastard kids.
Don't you feel silly?
Your husband cheated on you. Ooh. What a fucked up thing to do. Oh, those Greeks. Damn, look at those pythons.
Oh, yeah, once I get in there with them.
Can you believe Danny DeVito mocapped for Phil?
He did that across every time that Phil's been in something. He's done that across. So, like when they did the Hercules television show, Danny DeVito came back for that. In the Kingdom Hearts games, he's come back every single time.
Whoa! He's in the Kingdom Hearts games?
Yeah, there's a Hercules world in the Kingdom Hearts games.
Hey, take it easy, man. You're spoiling it for me.
I'm spoiling it. I'm so sorry. I know how
our Castoe gaming audience. We've been playing a little bit of Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, and I'm confused, but I'm enjoying it.
What if you had to sum up the plot so far?
I can't. I don't think I can at all. It's there's some Japanese kids in Hawaii, and then we go into Toontown because a big shadow demon just creates a milkman void. It's stuck. It doesn't make sense at all.
That is what happened.
Yeah,
you're
I'm not bullshitting. That's exactly what's happening.
No bullshit, Ray. No bullshit. That is what happened.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. That shit don't make sense.
I'm fucking confused watching this.
Yeah, no. And if you want to be confused with us, tune in. I think it drops tomorrow or something.
We'll figure it out.
Wait, never mind. These podcasts are always a week late, so
you fool.
It'll already be out. Haha!
You fool! You've done it again.
Damn it! No, I gave away our production schedule. Shit!
This is the worst. This is absolute the worst it's ever been.
The absolute worst. That's the slogan for Doghouse.
Doghouse?
Oh yes. You never been to the Doghouse? They have hot dogs.
I'm trying to think.
I feel like you would do very well there.
I wonder why you would say that. I'm trying to think if I've ever been to the Doghouse.
You strike me as a dog lover.
You strike me as someone who enjoys gulping down a glizzy or two.
I mean, there shouldn't be a stigma. All right, a hot dog is a fantastic food. I don't want to have to, say no diddy after I take a bite of a hot dog. Like,
I like the way you work, kid. No diddity.
I like the way you glurp down that glizzy. No diddity.
No gliggity.
Oh, yeah. Like, why can't I maintain eye contact with my friend while I'm eating a hot dog?
It's all phallic foods, right? It's how much eye contact and what eye contact you're putting in with it, right? Because if you're just like looking to listen to what they say, right? It's fine, right? If you're like gulping down a glizzy, if you're licking on a popsicle, if you're doing any sort of like eating a corn dog,
Don't care. It's it is sure
as soon as you
tubular, but it doesn't automatically make it a phallus. I'm not actually doing it. Okay.
No. But as soon as you like lower the chin and like look underneath the eyebrows, You're imagining it in your head, right? Like,
I'm not getting on my knees and looking up at someone. All right.
no. But if if they start doing certain things, you're like, okay, can you calm down just a little bit?
Take it easy. I need
I mean,
that.
let's like Austin Powers, for example.
Yeah, let's take a note from Austin Powers about subtlety.
Oh, when he's like dancing around and then
Yeah.
everything's his penis. Oh, my face. Yeah, in the second movie.
Yeah, it's cutting into his wiener.
Tip off of like a very long piece of meat, and then they're like, "L'chaim." It's fantastic. Yeah. My peanuts.
She be. Oh no, hold on, I got it. Okay. So the Austin Powers titles are International Man of Mystery, right? That's the first one.
Yeah, and then it's The Spy Who Shagged Me.
And then Gold Member. So it'd be She Shag on My Gold Member Till I Mystery. Does that work?
She gold on my member till I.
Holland, isn't that weird? Yeah, isn't that weird?
Oh my god, I hate the Dutch. Hi everybody. Oh dang.
Do you prefer to refer to them as Holland or the Netherlands? How do you prefer to refer to them as? The
people are the Dutch.
Yes, but I'm saying the country.
The country is the Netherlands.
Okay, I think we can agree on that.
Who calls it Holland?
A certain woman I was talking to once was just like, "What's the difference between Holland and the Netherlands?" And I was like, "I don't think that much, really." I looked into it. Yeah.
Who gives a damn what kind of medieval title that stupid lowland country gives themselves?
It's the Netherlands.
Und ja, look at us. We are below sea level.
The Netherlands is also just like a cool fantasy name, right? Because it's something you would hear in like, our quest takes us to get to the mountain of agony. We have to pass through the Netherlands. Like, you know what I mean?
Minecraft.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so stupid. It literally just translates to like lowland.
Yeah, that's correct. But it just sounds better.
Oh yeah, because it's goofy Germanic language. Dein Unterland, ja.
The running
Unterbite comes from. It's just the Netherlands.
Everyone's talking about underbite. What about Uberbite? Have we talked about that?
A man with an incredible overbite?
Uberbite.
Uberbite, yeah.
Uberbita.
Is that a thing? Like,
I don't know.
Are we freewanging it right now?
I'm just freewanging it. I'm not. I'm constantly freewanging it, and sometimes it comes loose, comes unscrewed.
Sometimes when I wang jangle, I lose it.
Is that so bad? Is that so wrong?
Oh my god.
All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm done with the podcast.
No. Last bit. One last bit.
Okay.
When you go into a bathroom,
yes,
and you go to a urinal.
Yes.
Do you go right next to another man peeing?
Never ever.
What if it's the only spot available?
Then yes. But if it's any other
wait and just hold it?
If it's any other, well, I'm assuming he's not looking at my wiener because I'm not looking at him. But if I have choices, you don't stand next to another dude.
Bold assumptions.
Bold assumptions that this here urinal.
Have you ever had a conversation with somebody next door?
No. I've had conversations at the sink. I've never had conversations at the urinal. I wouldn't know what to say.
Well, Mac, I think we have to piss together and have ourselves a fun little chit chat.
I don't know if I want to do that.
Because believe me, once you have like a next door pissing convo with somebody, you bond, even if it is a random stranger.
You're basically blood brothers, piss brothers at that point.
It's like, hey, nice cock.
Hey, nice cock.
Yeah, or it's like, geez, they make those in large.
I don't understand. You're supposed to be peeing. Why do you have a Vienna sausage coming out of your pants?
Buddy, put that thing away. Good God.
Good God.
Oh, that's a great graphic. All right. What are you choosing?
Where's the door?
The door's on the right.
Okay.
1.
Instinctively right. You're going 1?
Yeah.
That's a good one. I feel like everybody wants 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's, for some reason, like 5, 6, and 7 are all for like kids.
Yeah.
They're really low, and you have to do.
They're all for the Vern Troyers in the world. Like, it's not just kids, but
no, you got to do like the Jean-Claude Van Damme squat to be able to piss in those.
Yeah, you got to put your legs up on the other urinals, like you're splitting between 2 cars.
Oh, No, okay. No, what you said was funny, but my brain immediately jumped to it's like you're putting your leg over the fucking handle and you're pissing at an angle.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Pissing.
I think I should go to a public restroom and do that.
Right now?
Yeah.
You're gonna go piss in a public restroom right now.
Yo, Antwan, you down?
Look, back where I live, we have a pissing tree.
What?
Just go out back and piss near the tree.
And let me guess, that tree is just stunted and deformed.
No.
Oh.
Do you live in Alabama?
No.
What? Where? Anthony, do you have indoor plumbing?